Well, I was a resident at Laurelhurst for a couple of months, and I, I was there for some healing, and I had a few bad experiences there, and so I just wanted to tell my story and to see if it can help anybody else. The building is beautiful. They're all single rooms, and all of that was great, but there was a few problems that I had. I was having trouble with one nurse doing my IVs, and she was not threading the hoses through the pump like the law says, and according to what my doctor said, why is this not being pumped in the way it should be? I asked around to find who I could talk to about this situation, and anyway, she in turn spoke with her manager, which is the manager over both buildings. And so she contacted me and said that she would like to come to my room when my IV was to be changed so she could observe. And she never showed up. She never called me, nothing. There was also several other patients who had problems. I don't want to say names, but she left in one morning after not even coming to the dining area for breakfast. She was crying, she was upset, she was just totally out of it from being so upset. And then there was another family there whose mother, grandmother was every time she came to the dining area, she would throw up whatever she was eating. And, it upset her and it upset the patients that were in there. And so, finally they decided to let her eat in her room. And the family, I talked to the granddaughter, and the family said that they were moving her to another nursing home up the road because they thought she would be treated much better and more happy there. I also think that there were some staffing issues because some of those girls were working double shifts 4, 5, and 6 days in a row. And there was one particular nurse who was always belittling the girls in front of patients, and I myself saw it, and I just didn't think it was fair that, the girls tried, the CNAs tried so hard to do such a good job and never got any help from the management except being threatened and, telling them that they were going to be reprimanded and all of that for the things that they were trying to do to improve the place. They are so sweet, and they worked so hard, and management didn't care. And I'm sorry, that's the worst of it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but it was so hurtful to be sick and to have to watch these girls work so hard and got so little. And my whole family's been in the medical business. My 3 daughters went through being a nurse's aide, and I know how hard they worked then. And I just feel a lot for the CNAs because they have a job that nobody ever really thanks them for. And management is the worst because they don't give them any incentives to stay, but yet they do. They work doubles and 3 days in a row, and, they're just always there. Well, I'd like to see them make sure that people that don't have a voice are taken care of properly. And, I was coherent, and I could see and I could talk. And the patients that aren't in that good a shape You know, they have nobody to speak for them except for their family by removing them, and they should do that first. I mean, before the patient is removed, they should be working on that and making the CNAs happy and giving them decent insurance and medical, medical, and better wages and better hours so they're not overworked so they don't get burnt out.